Going on, guys? It's Harry. Welcome to the video. Today we're going to be doing a trip in the life sort of video. I'm working 3 days in a row here coming up. Today's my first shift of the 3 days. It's 11:48 a.m. I start my shift at 12 p.m. It goes till 12 a.m. 12-hour shifts. I've got 3 days in a row of it. So I'm out here in rural Tennessee, so I'll be staying in a hotel for the next few days. So just wanted to vlog everything and bring you guys along for the ride. So. All right, I made it. 12-hour shift done. Turned into a 13-hour shift. It is 1:11 a.m. I thought I was gonna get out on time. I almost never get out on time. Even when I think I'm wrapping things up perfectly, it just never happens that way. So today I saw, I believe, I don't need to check right now. It was like 24 patients or so. That's not right. I'm lying to you. My brain doesn't work after a shift that long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20. Saw 20 patients today in a 12-hour shift. So it doesn't sound like a whole lot, but some of these people were really complicated. Some were more simple, but I'm just getting back in the swing of things. So getting the processes down and getting people in and out efficiently is something that I've been trying to work on for a long time. It's something I think is just going to come with time, but yeah, it's 1 a.m. and I'm gonna go check into my hotel and try to get some sleep. I'm probably gonna wake up in the morning, knock out a workout before I go back in. I go back in at 12 p.m. tomorrow. Good morning. It is 9:36. Just woke up. I almost missed breakfast, but was able to get down there just in time. So I was able to pick up a couple omelets, some oats, and some sausage, yogurt. And this coffee, which is not very good, sadly. It's kind of sour tasting, so hopefully the coffee in the room is a little better. But yeah, gonna smash this and then go hit a quick workout at the hotel gym. All right, I just want to do a quick debrief of some of the patients I saw yesterday. For those of you that aren't super familiar with emergency medicine, you can literally have anything walk through the door. You have no idea what could be walking in. It could be a heart attack, it could be a stroke, it could be a tension headache, a migraine, a kidney stone, abscess. You really just don't know. So yesterday I saw 20 patients, like I mentioned earlier. I'm just gonna run through the list and talk about some of the stuff I saw. So first patient was left elbow pain. That turned out to be just a contusion or a bruise. Back abscess. A young guy had an abscess on his back about yay big that I had to incise and drain. So I made 2 incisions actually because it was so large. And then I went in with curved hemostats and I broke up the loculations, which are little fluid pockets of infection within the abscess. So I broke all that up, and then I actually connected the 2 holes with the curved hemostats, and I put a vessel loop through there so that he could keep it open and prevent it from reforming. What else? I saw back pain. That turned out to be arthritis. Fall, right shoulder and knee pain. So old lady fell, broke her shoulder as well as her knee. So I ended up admitting her because she was 90 and couldn't go home and take care of herself. So rectal bleed. I had several rectal bleeds. Nothing too crazy though. Most of them, or I believe both of them, were hemorrhoids. Post-op pain, nausea, and vomiting. This lady had pretty significant sinus surgery and just couldn't stop vomiting after she got home. So that can happen sometimes after going under general anesthesia. So we got her nausea under control, made sure that she could eat, and we sent her back home and she was doing well. Several falls, head lacerations, a young girl with a headache, tension headache. So I gave her a migraine, or really a tension headache cocktail in the ED, and she was feeling better, discharged her. Earache, pretty gnarly otitis externa, which is an external ear infection. Not really sure how she got it, but she had like yellowish, greenish pus essentially coming out of her ear. And so we treated that with drops. Flank pain, that turned out to be a kidney infection, also called pyelonephritis. Arm injury, lots of little kids falling out on their arms yesterday. So I saw a sprained wrist. I saw a nursemaid's elbow, which is radial head subluxation. So your radial head can pop out of place in kids, especially if their arm is getting pulled. I've also seen it happen with falls. This kid had a fall, and because the kid's just not using their arm. Like when you hand them stuff, they'll grab it with their good arm, but their bad arm will just hang by its side. And the kid was really unhappy with me when I tried to supinate his wrist because it was twisting that radial head. So that's how I knew and suspected that's what it was. But it actually reduced on its own. Usually you have to actually reduce it. The maneuver is to supinate and then flex at the elbow. Was going to do that with the kid, but he ended up reducing spontaneously. And when I came back out to check on him, he was crawling around on the floor using both of his hands again. So he did the work for me. We had a lady come in just because she had 3 ticks on her belly, like deer ticks. I don't know why she came to the ER for that. We took the ticks out and sent her home. But some people just don't know what's appropriate and what's not appropriate to come to the ER for. But fortunately, that didn't take much time. I had a lady who's pregnant with twins at around 20 weeks gestation, and she had some vaginal bleeding and some abdominal pain. So a little bit of a concerning one, certainly, with anytime you have a pregnant patient, especially with twins. It makes you nervous when they say they're having belly pain or vaginal bleeding. Fortunately, twins were totally fine, and it turned out to just be a UTI. So treated her for the UTI. Another kid with a wrist injury was just a sprained wrist. Young girl, not young, young-ish, with a sore throat that turned out to be gonorrhea and chlamydia exposure. So taking a really good, thorough history is important, because had I not done that, I may have just treated her for strep or presumed it was strep before realizing that it was actually most likely gonorrhea or chlamydia causing her sore throat. Little kiddo with fever, also with a sore throat. He had strep. Facial abscess. This lady had an impacted wisdom tooth that was causing facial cellulitis. There was no abscess, so no need to admit her, but her lab work all looked good, and we treated her with antibiotics, IV, and then we discharged her on some more antibiotics, and she's gonna have to have that tooth out on Monday. What else? And then abdominal pain, which turned out to be colitis, or just inflammation of the colon. So pumped her up with fluids, made sure she was feeling better, she could eat, and then got her out of there. Gave her a GI follow-up. So yeah, that's just an example. That's not even everybody that I saw, but just some of the stuff I saw, some of the interesting ones, and just goes to show you really don't know what's gonna walk through the door. So it's why I love emergency medicine, but it also can be kind of nerve-wracking sometimes. I'm constantly learning. I'm learning new stuff every day. I've been doing this for just over 2 years now, and literally feel like I don't know 50% of what I need to know. But by the time I learn new stuff, I start getting kind of rusty on old stuff. So it's a matter of constantly studying and learning and trying to stay up to date with the medicine. When they say that you're like a lifelong learner, I was kind of like, okay, yeah, whatever. But it's really true, because you're only human, and you're gonna forget stuff, and things are gonna change in medicine. So it's just all part of the learning, I guess. So anyways, thanks for listening. We're gonna go to the gym now. All right, shift number 2 is wrapped up. I saw 23 patients today, so a bit more of a busy day. I feel like I lost track of what I was doing more often this time. Sometimes you just have those shifts where you just feel like you can't get your thoughts straight. Today was one of those days. I just felt kind of overwhelmed. It was pretty chill for most of the day, and then we just got absolutely slammed in the last 6 hours. I'd much rather be more steady throughout the day than that, because Friday night it's just common. People get off work and everyone decides to come to the ER. So saw lots of stuff today, but yeah, like I said, just felt like I couldn't
get my thoughts straight. So I'm just trying to be real. You know, you have good days and you have bad days. I'm definitely rusty coming back from deployment. From that low acuity, low patient volume to this is just a complete jump. So it's gonna take some getting used to, but I'm getting there, so hanging in there.
Just got back to my room. I was starving. It is 1:12 in the morning. I got freaking Waffle House. About to feast. So excited. Good morning. So I woke up a little bit later than expected today. I set my alarm for like 9 just to see how I felt, but my alarm went off at 9 and I was not feeling it. I was still super tired. I didn't really get to sleep until like 2:30, 2:45 last night. So it was kind of a toss-up whether I was gonna make it to the gym or not today. Ended up snoozing my alarm a whole bunch, and now it was 10:30 when I woke up. Now it's about 11 o'clock, so I gotta be at work at 12. So sometimes you gotta sacrifice the gym for some extra sleep, which I think is gonna be well worth it, because yesterday by the end of my shift I was just absolutely exhausted. So, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. I feel a lot better that I slept now.
Just finished the third of 3 shifts in a row, so it went well. This shift was actually pretty good. I only saw like 15 patients. It was much slower throughout the day. It was Saturday. I don't know, I guess Saturdays just aren't as busy out here, but it was good. I actually had time to like gather my thoughts and be intentional with what I was doing, so it felt good to have a win. It was a good one to end on for sure. So I've got tomorrow off. Technically today, it's midnight now, so got tomorrow off, and then I go back on Monday. So Monday's probably going to be a shit show, but I'll be ready. I'll be well rested. So anyways, I'm about to go start the 1.5 hour drive home, and yeah, it's dark out. I'm not too tired. I've got some energy still. So 1.5 hour drive, and I'll be home and getting in my own bed tonight. So looking forward to it.
My wedding match sucks. You guys rode with me last time for not. Oh my god.
No, we can't do that, but we got D-Bugs here.
Good morning. I am home now. Got to sleep in today. It is 12:28. I slept till like 10 and just hung out on the couch with Winnie here for a little bit. Check out the pup. I say hi, pup. So making some breakfast right now at noon. But I've got the whole day off today, so I'm just gonna hang out and go to the gym, probably go for a run. It's beautiful out today, pretty hot, but I'm gonna try to get outside and actually get some sun, because I haven't seen the sun for the past 3 days, so important to do that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.